Okay, so here's your study guide for the quiz that you're going to take tomorrow. I promise you it's going to be painless. You guys are going to do great, and I didn't want to spend an entire class period, an extra day outside of school, when you guys can come in tomorrow and just rock this. So, all right, Bridget earns $10 an hour for bagging groceries at a grocery store and $8 per hour for babysitting. She wants to earn at least $80 this week. Use this information to answer the items below. Let X represent the number of hours Bridget works bagging groceries. So that's going to be our X axis title, groceries. That's grocery hours. Okay. And Y represent the number of hours she babysits. So I'm going to write babysitting. Right? Because that's my y-axis title, and I'm going to fill in by increments of 1. Okay, write an inequality that models the situation. All right, so she earns $8 per hour babysitting and $10 per hour bagging groceries. So 10x plus 8y, and she wants to make at least $80. So that's going to be greater than or equal to 80. So I've got my inequality here. Graph your inequality on the coordinate plane. Be sure to label each axis. We've already done that. So now we've got 10x plus 8y is greater than or equal to 80. So we're going to rearrange this into slope-intercept form, just like we've been practicing, and graph it. So I'm going to subtract my 10x from both sides. 8y greater than or equal to negative 10x plus 80. Divide by 8 on all terms. So I'm going to get y is greater than or equal to negative 5 over 4x plus 10, right? Because I simplified the negative 10 over 8 to get the negative 5 over 4. So now I can graph this. I'm at 10, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. It's greater than or equal to, so I can connect this with a straight line. And then now I just have to decide how am I going to shade this, right? So am I going to shade this way or this way? Remember, she wants to make greater than or equal to $80. So I'm going to go ahead and shade above, but I can check my work, right? Is 0 greater than or equal to negative 5 over 4 times 0 plus 10? Oops. Is 0 greater than or equal to 10? Nope. So that's how I know I'm not going to shade towards the 0. I'm going to shade away from it. So let me get my fancy color pencil here. And these are all the possible ways and combinations that Bridget can earn the $80. Right, so that means that if I take any ordered pair in here, that will give her $80. Okay, so when we go down here, interpret the x and y intercept of your equation. Okay, so the x-intercept is 8, 0, right? And what that means is if she works 8 hours at the grocery and 0 hours babysitting, she will make at least $80. So then the y-intercept is basically the same thing. I'm going to run out of room here. I'm sorry, guys. Is 0, 10. Right? And that tells us if she works 10 hours babysitting and 0 hours at bagging groceries, she'll make her $80. So 10 hours babysitting and 0 at the grocery store, she will make at least $80. It's not pretty, but all the information is there. I'm sorry that that's so wonky right there, but it fits-ish. Okay. Explain the 0.38. Explain if the 0.38 is a solution to this inequality. If so, interpret the solution in regard to the context of the problem. So if I go over 3 and up 8, that puts me right here. So oopsies, you guys can't see that. So if I go over 3 and up 8, is that a solution? Absolutely. It's in the shaded area. So yes, this is a solution. And we would say if she works 3 hours at the grocery store and babysits for 8 hours, she will make, so 3 times 8 is 24. She makes 10 hours, I'm sorry, 3 times 10 plus 8 times 8 equals 30 plus 64, which equals $94. And that's what we're happy about, because she makes $10. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry I'm not showing you this. Here, I'll pause it with the whole thing completed as soon as I stop the video. So if she works 3 hours doing groceries, which is $10 per hour, and 8 hours babysitting, which is $8 an hour, 30 plus 64 will give me $94. It's in the shaded region because it's at least $80 that she wanted to make. Okay, suppose Bridget earns $40 babysitting this week. How many hours will she have to work bagging groceries in order to meet her weekly goal? Okay, so $40 babysitting plus 10x, because that's how much she gets paid to bag the groceries, and we want it to be greater than or equal to 80. So I'm going to solve this. Divide by 10. X is greater than or equal to 4. So how many hours will she have to work bagging groceries? She will need to work at least 4 hours at the Kroger. I'm just going to assume she's at the Kroger. Maybe she's at Meijer. I don't know. Maybe she's at Whole Foods. Who knows what grocery store she's at? Okay. So it's super easy to interpret, and the hardest part probably for these kind of questions is remembering which job pays which amount. Okay. I'm going to close this. Probably you guys don't care that my disk space is almost full. Let me zoom this out so you can see the whole thing as best I can. You know, the lights in here are really driving me crazy. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can scooch this. Okay, well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the whole thing in here. So let me, let's see here. Here is the top half. I'll leave it like that for you for a second if you want to pause it. And then here is the bottom if you need to pause that. This is questions 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so tomorrow you'll come in here and you'll have a quiz that'll be extremely similar. I think the scenario has to do with sandwiches, and you're going to do awesome. As always, before you take the quiz, I'll answer any and all questions you may have for the good of the group. And yeah, so finish that matching activity and then make sure your study guide is complete when you come in tomorrow. Thanks, guys. See you then.